Hello and welcome to the Family Table. I am Pastor Tim.
I'm Patty.
Have you ever begged your parents for something and then when you finally got it from them, you forgot to thank them?
I'm sure I did that at some point. And today we have a story from the Bible that speaks about a time like this.
Yeah, our Bible reading is from Luke chapter 17, verses 11 to 19. It's a little bit longer, but you'll understand. Now, on his way to Jerusalem, Jesus traveled along the border between Samaria and Galilee. As he was going into a village, 10 men who had leprosy met him. They stood at a distance and called out in a loud voice, "Jesus, Master, have pity on us." When he saw them, he said, "Go show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were cleansed. One of them, when he saw he was healed, came back, praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him. And he was a Samaritan. Jesus asked, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Has no one returned to give praise to God except this foreigner?" Then he said to him, "Rise and go. Your faith has made you well."
So in Jesus' time, leprosy was an incurable skin disease.
Yeah, people with leprosy were hated, they were feared, they were looked down upon by other people.
They couldn't live with their families or in their community.
No, they were outcasts. They had to live with other lepers.
It was a lonely life and a terrible way to live.
What is important about today's Bible story is that all 10 people had leprosy and they cried out for help to Jesus to heal them.
But how many were thankful when he healed them?
Yup, that would be only one.
Yep, only one of those people took the time to come back to thank Jesus.
The other 9 understood that God is all-powerful and was able to heal them, yet they had thankless hearts in the end.
We should live our lives like the one leper who was thankful and understood that all good things come from God. Psalm 84:11 says, "All sunshine and sovereign is God, generous in gifts and glory."
Yeah, Jesus has done so much more than heal our bodies. He has healed our broken and sinful hearts by his death and his death on the cross and his resurrection on that first Easter.
This year, as we celebrate Thanksgiving, let us remember that all good things come from God, and then thank him for his goodness.
So your homework is to think of someone you need to thank and do it.
Yes, maybe you forgot to say thank you. Maybe you didn't thank your mom for breakfast this morning. Maybe you didn't thank a teacher. When you get to school tomorrow, thank them.
Yep, I'm sure there's someone you haven't given thanks for, and we just want you to find that one person, or 2 or 3, and say thank you for whatever it is they've done for you.
You might just make their day.
Probably
You
will.
sure will make Jesus's.
Yep, that's it for today. We will see you again real soon. Have a blessed day in Christ.
Bye, guys.
Bye.